Hey everyone, this is Cody, and today I'm bringing you part 3 of my Glock Gen 4 disassembly series. Today I will be disassembling and reassembling the amazingly reliable Glock magazine. Now a lot of my friends make fun of me because I always use just stock Glock factory parts on my guns. There are a lot of different manufacturers that make parts for the magazine, but I think the reason this magazine is so reliable is Glock has it down to a science, so I always go with the stock parts in the mag. This video should be pretty quick today, and just as a reminder from the past 2 parts, this video is for demonstration purposes only. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the magazine disassembly. For disassembling the magazine here in part 3, the only thing I need is the Glock Armorer tool. There are some specialty tools that make the job a little bit easier, but this works just fine. So as always, safety first. I'm going to put my glasses on. And I'll make sure the pistol's unloaded. We'll just go ahead and remove the magazine. There's no cartridges in there. Just double check. Yep, gun is clear. And I actually don't need to field strip the pistol because I'm just going to be working with the magazine today. The Glock magazine is incredibly durable. There is a steel liner on the inside with obviously a polymer exterior. They're virtually indestructible. They're just so durable, so reliable, and they feed at just fantastic. So in my opinion, the Glock magazine is the best handgun magazine in the world, if not the best overall magazine. It's so good, in fact, that many manufacturers have designed their pistols or their PCCs to take these magazines just because they're so reliable and they're so durable. Just like everything Glock though, they're incredibly simple. Just a few parts is all that these mags are composed of, so let's go ahead and take it apart. Okay, so I have the magazine flipped upside down here, so we're looking at the floor plate. So the magazine insert is right here. It looks like a little button, and I'm gonna have to compress that. And then also what I have to do is squeeze right here in the middle. And the reason I have to do that is if you look, you'll see a little tab right here on the floor plate, and you'll see a little tab on this side as well, right there. So to get that off, I'm going to push down with the tool, and I'm going to pull on the floor plate while I'm squeezing with this hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The other thing I'll mention too is, like I said, there are companies that make a better tool to do this that just barely push down. I'm going to have to push down all the way to get to the top part of my tool, but there are better tools to do this. So anyway, I'm just going to push down all the way, pull on that. Okay, got it started there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my left thumb over the top so that the spring does not go launching out into my face or get lost or anything or damaged at all. So I'm going to hold my finger over as I slide off the floor plate. There we go. It's off. And here comes the magazine insert and the spring and the follower, just like that. And again, you can see the inside is steel lined. Now underneath the follower, you have a short little side here, and there's a longer side right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the longer side out. So I'm just going to hold it and pop it out like that. Pretty simple, right? So here's the parts of the magazine. Glock calls this the magazine tube. Oftentimes you'll hear this referred to as the magazine body, of course. You have the magazine spring, the follower, the magazine floor plate, and the magazine insert. And that's all there is to it. I probably don't need to mention this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Just like the slide and the frame, there are some caliber specific parts, and the follower is one of them. This one is specifically for 45 gap. To put the follower back onto the magazine spring, I'm going to take the tighter coiled side of the spring and simply snap it on. So if you look at the bottom of the spring, it's kind of open there. The top of the spring is definitely tighter. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I take the long side of the spring, and then I'm just going to snap the left side in like that. And then slip that back into the magazine body here, or the magazine tube, like that. Next, I will take the magazine insert, and on the bottom here, I'm going to make sure that that sits flat against the spring, so that this little nub is up and pointing forward. And remember, that is what locks in the magazine floor plate. So with that nice and flat there, I'm going to compress that with my finger and hold it down. Then I'm going to take the floor plate and I'm just going to slip it over the top here. And I have to get past those tabs again, so I'm going to squeeze with my fingers there and get the floor plate past the tab, just like that. And now, as I finish this off, I'm just going to push it all the way back, and you should see the little nub on the insert snap right into place here. Yep, there we go. And that is a reassembled Glock magazine. Perfect. That wraps up this Glock Generation 4 assembly and disassembly series here from the workbench. In part 1, I disassembled and reassembled the Glock slide. In part 2, I disassembled and reassembled the Glock frame. And obviously here in part 3, I disassembled and reassembled the Glock magazine. If you watched all 3 parts, hopefully you're able to learn more about the innovative and simple engineering behind the Glock pistol. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to comment and subscribe. The engagement really does help the algorithm. So as always, be sure to practice safe firearm techniques, whether you're at home or at the range. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the series, and have a great day.